right. Good evening, everybody. Chris and Tiffany here with High Seas Cruising, and we are coming to you live from Juneau, Alaska.
Yeah.
Now, we've been here several hours already, had ourselves a great time here in Juneau. We rode up the tram, we walked on the top of the mountain doing the Apache Loop Trail, and then we came back down, walked around town. We went over to the Red Dog Saloon.
Yes.
Hung out in the Red Dog Saloon, ate some dinner or lunch or whatever meal you want to call it. It would have been dinner or lunch, baby?
Brenner.
Brenner, okay. Isn't that breakfast for dinner?
I don't know.
You don't know, I don't know either. But we had a wonderful day. Juneau was spectacular. Walking on that trail was great. I mean, there was snow up there, and we're from Texas, so we don't see snow all that often, and it was really, really great just to, see some snow and play in some snow. It was beautiful. The views were spectacular. I mean, there's really no other way to describe it other than the views were utterly spectacular. I'll show you guys here a little bit. I'm going to flip the camera around real quick and show you guys. Well, first we have the Discovery Princess. She's right here in front of us. Then as we come around, you have the Holland America New Amsterdam. But the tram station is right over there. And you can see, it's kind of tiny probably, but you can see the tram going all to the top of the mountain right there. And then the Apache Loop is up there on the top of that mountain. And so that's where we got to go today. And you can see all of the other mountain peaks and everything from up there, just to kind of show you guys some of the beauty that's just here in Juneau. But yeah, it has been another great day. Got a couple more hours here in Juneau before we're scheduled to set sail. We're here till 8:30 tonight. But yeah, it's been, hold on, I'm playing with okay. Something was on the lens. But it's been an awesome day. What'd you like about Juneau, baby?
Climbing up a mountain.
Climbing, yeah, that
It's
honestly
a little scary at some parts, but
yeah, there were some parts Tiffany didn't want to traverse, and they were shady. Don't get me wrong. There was still ice up there and snow on covering parts of the trail, and she was in tennis shoes and stuff like that, and she's probably way smarter than I am, because I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go. Forget it. I'll barrel down the side of the mountain. Well, that's where the ship is. It's where the hospital is. So, you fall down that mountain, you land at the bottom near the hospital. You're good, right?
Right.
So, but it was still fun. I mean, the views. This is definitely one of those once in an utter lifetime experiences. At least it feels like that. We're definitely coming back to Alaska.
Yes.
No ifs, ands, or buts about that. But yeah, it was truly a once in a lifetime experience just to stand on the top of that mountain. We've been spending days sailing along and seeing mountains. Mm-hmm. But then we got to stand on top of one and walk around on one.
Oh, and seeing all the eagles?
Oh, yeah. And when we got here, we were pulling in and the ship's thrusters were kicking up the water out there, and that brought out eagles like crazy. There were at least five eagles that we counted, a couple of hawks just circling right there off the side of the ship trying to grab fish out of where the thrusters were putting water. I'd forgotten all about the eagles.
How could you forget about the eagles?
I don't know how I could forget about the eagles. Mostly because we've been getting up super early a lot of days in a row, and I'm used to getting up early, but even I'm starting to get a little bit tired as the evening comes along.
Yeah.
Now, he did say this morning, I don't know if you guys saw it live and heard him, there is a slim, and it is slim, possibility that if the sky is clear and everything is just right, that we might see some northern lights. But I'm looking up at the sky right now.
It's not clear.
And it definitely isn't clear now. He said we have a better shot tomorrow in
Skagway.
After we leave Skagway. So we're keeping an eye out just in case. And they said the captain will make an announcement if they are visible. But I'm not really kind of holding my breath on that one. but it would be like a really cool, we leave Skagway and see some northern lights. That would just be really cool.
Yeah. And he said he'd make an announcement over the intercom into the rooms.
Right. Gently
Wake us up.
Because I'm sure that, there's going to be some people that wouldn't be happy if the announcement comes in your room at 3 o'clock in the morning, even if it is, hey, look outside, there's northern lights. I mean, you wake me up anytime if you see some northern lights.
Yes.
Out there. Pump that announcement through our cabin. But I understand not everybody thinks and feels that way. Just us. And probably quite a few others, but there's always that one.
Yeah.
There is always that one. As far as Juneau itself, it was so crowded today. There ended up being a total of 4 cruise ships in here. Us on the Discovery Princess, Holland America's New Amsterdam, the Majestic Princess, and then there was a Royal Caribbean ship down there. It was never close enough for us to actually see what it was. We could only just see it from the distance from the top, so we're not sure exactly what ship it was. Now, the Majestic Princess has already left, so it is just us and Holland American. I'm not even sure that the Royal Caribbean ship is even here anymore.
It was.
It was still here?
Yeah.
Okay, I saw it when we came down from the tram. But we got excellent video that we'll be sharing with you guys from the top of the mountain. I mean, like I said, it is really hard to describe what we saw. I mean, it's you can't. It's like soul-touching scenery, almost. Remember, down in Texas, we don't have mountains, and we don't rarely ever see snow. So to get out there and actually see this kind of stuff, I mean, was a really big deal. And I think I made a mistake. So I think when I set this live up, I think I forgot to set it as public.
Oh.
It may be as unlisted, which means nobody may be watching this. They may have to wait and watch it in the replay. So if you guys get in the replay, I'm sorry. As I said, we're a little tired and a little punchy, and I may have hit the wrong button. And I think that's what's really going on. So anyway, we just wanted to kind of, like I said, touch in with everybody here in Juneau. We said we'd we would go live. I think this is going to end up being more of a replay than it is a live. I apologize for that. That's a mistake on my part. But we'll have another chance again tomorrow with Skagway. It says the ship's internet is holding up really well for doing live videos on board the ship. It's shocking, and it is shocking because if you speed test it, it's terrible. So I'm surprised it's working. I'm utterly surprised it's working and working as well as it is. But hey, why kick a gift horse in the mouth? We will keep going with it and everything like that. Now, Skagway, I don't know how the internet's going to be in Skagway. They said 1,200 miles north of Seattle is where we're going to be at tomorrow. So our furthest point north. And so we'll see how Skagway goes. But I think we're going to mess around here for probably a couple more minutes, and then we're going to head back on board the ship. I know Tiffany's getting tired.
I'm watching this raven right now.
Yeah,
it's a big raven.
She's watching ravens and everything like that, do whatever they do. And like I said, we'll be pulling at a port here shortly after 8:30, beginning our northern journey. So I hope everybody has enjoyed this video. If you have, do me a favor and hit that like button. If you haven't done so yet, do me a favor and hit subscribe, since everybody's going to apparently be watching this in replay, because, I'm showing my technical genius expertise here. Oh, and I'll tell you one joke on the way out. The guy was cracking me up. So we're in the Red Dog Saloon, and he was talking about the dumbest things that people have ever asked him. Now, the Red Dog Saloon, in case you don't know, is just right over, pretty close to where the cruise ship is. You could see it from right there. And he said someone came in there and asked him how far above sea level we were. And he said his response was, "Didn't you come here on a cruise ship? Didn't that sail on the sea? Isn't it right outside?" I'm pretty sure that is sea level. But I thought I'd show it because it cracked me up when he told it.
My favorite was, do you take American money? Yeah,
do you take American money? Then he said, "Where exactly do you think this ship took you?" Apparently not everybody realizes that Alaska is in the United States. So obviously it takes American money. US dollars, but hey. Anyway, Everybody have yourselves a really good night. And I said we will get with you guys again tomorrow as we're heading into Skagway. Y'all have a good night.